Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails of Cold Steel 4. So we finally managed to save Princess Alphen as well as Tita, so they're back in our party again. We also even squared off against Olaf as well as Neidhart, which was a surprisingly challenging match, but made it through. So we're about to hit off on another new day, I guess, and we're going to continue from there. So if anything else, guys, hope you all enjoy. Thank you again for our love and support, and let's do this. It's daylight now, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. Do we have any readings on the radar? None detected. No one seems to be pursuing us at the moment. We haven't picked up any abnormal mobilization from any of the military divisions either. Whew. Looks like Dad came through for us. The Imperial Defense Force might still be on our tail, but it's a relief to know it won't get worse than that. Got good weather and clear visibility. Plus our mana engine's purring as nicely as ever. But I guess I'd be purring too if I had my own angel to give me some tender tinkering. Well, the ship was in pretty good shape already actually. This is my first time working with a mana engine, but I'll try my best to manage. That's some baton you're passing on. Still, I'm sure she'll figure it out somehow. That mana engine's kind of a black box though, huh? Yes, its core is actually an artifact known as the Heavenly Charlotte. But the rest of the ship was made by the Foundation, so an expert technician will still be a great help to us. Well, you're looking at her. Tito was trained by two of Epstein's three disciples themselves, Professor Russell and Professor Schmidt. True, but I wouldn't expect anything as great as them from me just yet. Guess the ship's staffing problem is just about taken care of now. But our situation hasn't changed. If anything, it's only gotten worse. Indeed, and it isn't the military whose minds are being polluted, it's spreading among the civilians as well. As a result, more and more conscripts are being deployed to the front lines. I expect my own disappearance won't be made public for the time being. To divert everyone's focus toward the war, right? If the people found out their princess had vanished without a trace, it'd only serve to distract them. Things will only escalate if Dad and his troops are thrown into the mix, leading ultimately to Operation Jormungand, spearheaded by my brother and General Van Dyke. Their preparation should be nearly complete, but so should the countermeasures against it, correct? Right, there's still a plan of yours. Operation Mil Mirage. Yes, its arrangements have been progressing steadily with every mission we complete. Securing the release of Tita and Her Highness was one of its key aims, in fact. Huh? Me too? Holding a Liberalian citizen hostage would make for a pretty effective check against the kingdom. But what does that have to do with this counter-operation of yours? Enough with this putting on airs out with it already. Now, all will be revealed in due time. We have our own objectives to prioritize at the moment. After all, we still have no lead on Elise's whereabouts. That's true. Reen's sister, huh? Can't imagine he'd let that stand. You'd think she would have stuck with the princess. Alas, we were separated when they seized us at St. Ashaya. Though I can't imagine that she was subject to any harsh treatment given her relation to Reen. We're gonna find her, no matter what it takes. And continuing our patrols is the best way for us to do so. Right. We have some information coming in. I'll transfer it to the terminal for you. Oh goody. Okay, Rosenberg Roundup. From Lady Rimabella. You simply must help me. I've lost something precious. Something I love like my own children. There's no doubt in my mind that this is the work of that scoundrel Phantom Thief B. I like to sell the affair discreetly, and if possible, I want to place it in the hands of a Crossbell native. Inquire at the Hotel Augusta in St. Ark Cathedral Square for more information. Alright, cool. Emergency rescue. My sincerest apologies for the impropriety of this request, also by Butler Celestin. But most regrettable crisis has arisen. I find I am unequal to the task of resolving it alone and must perforce seek outside help. I will be waiting at the Raquel Junction of the West Languedoc Canyon Road. I remain, ladies and gentlemen, of doors, your most humble and obedient servant. Alright, dude. And of course, another extermination monster thing. We've been getting reports that a particularly dangerous monster has appeared near the Old Lemaire Road. Please find and slay this creature. Eldergeist. Ooh. Phantom Thief B. He did help us back in Crossbell, but... What, he turned back to a life of crime the second he stepped foot in Erebony or something? This is an enforcer we're talking about here. Still, it does feel a little odd. That aside, look at this one. It's from Celestin. It would seem he's safe, despite his previously being unaccounted for. But requests seem urgent. Best we check them out sooner rather than later. Right. Let's get moving then. By the way, instructor, it's my turn to be your little arm piece this time around. Just the two of us, alone, with nothing for company but our racing hearts. And 4 other people. If only I brought my Orbital staff with me. You'd better watch yourself out there, Rian. And I mean, really, watch yourself. I was already planning on it. Anyway, I'll be on board for the time being, so feel free to give me a holler if you need a hand. The same goes for me. I'll help however I can. By the way, why is Elisa so upset? She's the one that broke up with Rian and wanted to be friends. Alright, we're gonna keep you. Where? Kurt. I'm gonna have you. Can I move you to here? No, you're stuck in the actual one. Okay. Fine. Oh, this time we're gonna put you in. I don't think I have a problem with that. I'm trying to think what else. I think we're good right now. If I have, then do I want to... I'm really debating here. Because I really like having her for strength purposes. Alright, we're good. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. The situation in St. Ark, Parm, and Titus Gate has changed. You will be able to progress the story once you have completed at least one of the 2 semi-required quests. I was gonna say tasks, but same thing I guess. Shouldn't really matter. New weapons and armor can now be... What? Damn it all, how much money do I have? Hold on, do I even have enough to buy like the weapons I want to buy? I do not. Of course. Alright, first let me save. Alright, I guess first and foremost we're gonna bond with some people first, and then we'll work on everything else afterwards. Let me see who's available though. I know... Alright. We got... Princess Alphin. We got... What else is available here? Oh my god, they're all over the place. Toa. Okay, who's on this side? Oh, Kurt. What up? Who's on this one then? Oh, Laura. Damn, haven't seen you in a while. Or should I say I haven't bonded with you in a while. Okay, let's check out the deck. Alright, we'll go with Altina then. Huh. What's Altina doing out here? She must be pretty lost in thought if she hasn't even noticed me yet. She's so focused in right now, but maybe I ought to check up on her as her instructor. Let's do it. Alright, I better snap her out of... Clam Salai. Huh? Where are you going? Instructor Rin. It's nothing to worry about. I just have a few minor tasks that I need to take care of. You don't need to trouble yourself with everyone else's private matters. Altina, wait! Where's she heading off to? I'd better go after her with Valimar. Rin explained the situation to the others and then began trying to figure out where Altina had gone. While researching using the terminal document, she'd stumbled upon some disturbing information. It was related to Rin's hometown, Ymir. The government had a strategy in place to send the Imperial Defense Force to occupy this neutral region, capture the Baron and his wife, and draw Rin out into the open. Today was the day this operation was scheduled to be put into action. Class 7 immediately hurried to the Isengard mountain range. Thought that was an L. After hiding Valimar among the rocks and crags, Rin made for Ymir as fast as his legs could carry him. It's been a while since I was last here. I remember the very moment I started part 2, I was already in Ymir. Please, I can't be too late. Stop right there, brat. Who would have thought a little kid like this could cause so much trouble? That black puppet. Wait, are you the Intelligence Division's Black Rabbit? Perfect. You can join the Baron until the Ashen Chevalier gets here. Ah! What the? Grah! Even the Zolber saw that. Impossible. Could it be him? No, there's no way. Take your hands off Altina. Instructor. Hey, pull yourselves together. We're the Imperial Defense Force, for crying out loud. Call for reinforcements. We'll surround them. Sorry to break it to you, but they already left. Oh, Lecter. You. Scarecrow. The Ironbloods. What are you doing here? I was gonna ask you that. Ymir is neutral. We have a non-interference agreement. I applaud your passion for your work, but breaking the agreement by coming here isn't something we look kindly on. But we were just... Major, what about the Ashen Chevalier's actions at Ordis in this fortress? What are a few sacrifices if it means stopping him from stymieing the war effort? Look, I didn't come here to talk military strategy. You're to leave the area immediately. That comes straight from Old Blood and Iron himself. The Chancellor? You're the man. Withdraw. Sorry about that. Some of our troops have some more enthusiasm than sense. I'll be making an example of them. No one would dare touch Ymir again. Lecter, what are you? Well then, see you around. Don't be too harsh on the Black Rabbit, okay? She did this for your sake after all. I'm very sorry for acting so recklessly. I just wanted to help and... Thank goodness you're alright. I appreciate the sentiment, but please don't do that again. Talk things through with someone. Don't just rush out on your own. I won't be able to take it if I lose you too. Okay. Of course. I should have thought of that. I could have put him through the same pain he felt back when he lost her. I'm sorry. I promise I won't do anything like this again. Okay. As long as you understand. You're okay. Everything's fine.
I can't carry on the way I have any longer. I need to change. I may need to do what Milliam did. No, that would cause him pain as well. I need to come up with a plan of my own to protect him when and where he needs it most. What is this emotion I'm feeling? It feels somehow different from my connection to the others. Could this be what they call...
Starts with an L? Rin and Altina climb back up the mountain to Valimar. They made it back to the Merkaba safely and reunited with their friends. You shared a special moment with Altina. Maxed out. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, that's cool. Alright, next up we'll do Toa, I guess. We haven't seen her in a while, and we should be bonding with her too. I'll probably buy my equipment later then. Oh, Rin. Nice work earlier. Only because of you guys, Toa. Great job gathering all that information. By the way, what's that O file on the screen? Well, you see, Elisa brought some data over to the Merkaba. They appear to be files that she got from Ren, that girl from Liberl. Ren, you mean Tita's friend, right? The former enforcer? What kind of data did she give her? Well, remember about a month ago when the Liberl and Crossbow teams infiltrated Orcus Tower together? Apparently, they acquired some top-secret files full of confidential information. Then I might have some detailed records on exactly what happened in Heimdall back then. Right, not to mention information on past incidents, information that's not so well known. Problem is, the files are protected. They're not going to be easy to analyze. So the idea came up of dividing the files between us to be decoded individually. That makes sense. All that information would definitely be a huge help to us and all our allies. I thought the same. That's why I decided to pitch in. I'm working on one of the files right now. It seemed like I might be able to parse. I see. Those files are all encrypted. The more shovels at work, the better, I imagine. So then let us team up. Mind if I try and help Toa? There's enough computers for the both of us. Things should go faster if we divvy up the work. You don't have to do that, Rin. I know how busy you must be. I'll find time to do everything on your own. That's a bad habit you're gonna have to kick. I know a thing or two about using a computer. Just tell me which part I should work on. Oh, Rin, you're the last person I want lecturing me about taking too much on. Still, I really would appreciate the help. Go ahead and take a seat. I was about to say the same thing too. This guy takes on every single responsibility yet. Configurations complete. Initializing automated analysis. Thanks, Rin. I'm all done setting up on my end too. Now to integrate the tasks. Then we'll start auto-logging the analysis results. Maybe I should go grab us something to drink. There. All that's left to do now is wait until it finishes up. Nice work there, Toa. Here. I got this for you. When did you... Wait, is that Coco? Help yourself. I know it's a favorite of yours. Your treat then, huh? Thanks, Rin. You got black coffee for yourself, though. That's no fun. Sorry, I'm not really one for sugary drinks. Ah, this feels just like it did back in school, sitting around the student council room. You guys helping me out, me lending you a hand in return. Looks like it happened all over again. I really am glad you're alright though. Ah, Rin, thanks. Still, we have a whole mountain's worth of problems left to get through. We still don't know where Elise is, or the rest of the academy personnel at that. Sure, Angie's back, but George, and Crow. No matter how cheerful he acts, he's still... Toa. Okay, I'll stop. I'll be in for a real hair ruffling if Crow heard me whining like this. And I'm sure Angie would just take that as a challenge to start rubbing herself against me. I think that might end up happening either way. You're telling me, those two are just the same as ever, aren't they? I bet George is too, somewhere way deep down. Oh, I think it's done. Now we just have to check the logs. I'll help. Let's split it up. Working together, Toa and Rin finished piecing together the fragments of their secret document. The resulting information regarding an incident from around 17 years ago. Though unrelated to the present situation, it was nevertheless a startling and unexpected development. So what's this about? It's some previously unknown information about an airship incident from 17 years ago. The one with the international ship that ran between Crossbell and Haliask, up in Northumbria. There was a problem with the orbital engine. Everyone on board died in the resulting crash. But the truth is, this was no accident. I was gonna say incident. It was an attack, one resulting from a secret battle between the Erebonian and Calvardian intelligence divisions. Most of the passengers were Crossbellian citizens, and the whole event became an indirect cause of Crossbell's bid for independence 2 years ago. But there were also a few Erebonian citizens aboard as well. I see, like your parents. They were on their way home from attending an academic conference as political science and economic specialists, right? Right. I was pretty young then, so my memories of it are very faint. My grandfather told me the conference was about seeking out possible methods of economic revitalization for Northumbria. Toa. And of course, the people of Crossbow were livid. But they never paid any real mind, compared to the major powers whose squabble they'd gotten caught up in. I feel like I'm only now getting a real sense of just how outrageous all of this was. Toa. Each of these events of the past is invariably chained to the situation we found ourselves in today. That goes for this incident, and for Hamel too. Sure, the Empire's curse may be the underlying cause, but that cause is nothing without people to act upon it. That's why we can't afford to look away. We have to face what lies ahead of us. You're right, Toa. But even so,
Thanks so much for your help, Breen. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now then, let's get all this analysis data sent over to the other teams.
Yeah, let's. I guess I should let her be for the time being. Still, if this keeps up. Nice. Share a special moment, of course. Nice. Thought we maxed out, but that's okay. Do I have any special items I need to give to someone? Hold on a second. Yes, I do. Chick bracelet for Sarah. Here you go. A jewel-encrusted bracelet. Wow. What did I do to deserve such a fancy gift? You've been a great friend to me for a long while now. Besides, it suits you. Disarming honesty. I'll have to think of something to give you in return. Thank you for the bracelet, Reen. It's very sweet of you. No thanks necessary. If it makes you happy, that's all that matters. Nearly maxed her out. This one is for Ash. Here you go. Huh, a dyed leather belt. Can't say it's much to look at, but it's pretty sturdy. I never come running to you for fashion advice, but you've got an eye for sensible quality stuff, I'll give you that. I take it that you like it then? If so, it's yours to keep. When it turned down a free gift, thanks. But I'll be paying you back for this one someday, got it? You don't have to though, it'd be nice. Awesome, awesome. This one is for Crow. Oh, what's this? A silver ring with a wolf's head design? Damn, dude, you know just what suits my taste, don't ya? It was a bit of a guess, but it seems I hit the bullseye. Glad you like it. I still haven't paid you back for that 50 mira, have I? Guess I'm gonna have to pay you back with something real nice. Thanks though, I appreciate it. You're welcome. Alright, cool. Alright. Next up, we're bonding with Laura. Can I talk to you? Thank you. Why so serious, Laura? Everything okay? My apologies, I was just lost in thought. We were able to get you and Crow back. We've been recovering our comrades one after another. But there's still the Ironbloods and Ouroboros to consider, as well as Zephyr and the Red Constellation. Can I really hope to stand up to those blocking our path? Do I truly have what it takes to serve as the heir to the Arcade family in the Blade Master's stead? Thoughts like that have been weighing quite heavily on my mind as of late. Laura. My sword itself is in fine condition. If there is a problem, it must lie with me. I must further hone my ability should I wish to continue to serve as a blade of class 7. Looks like Laura's hit a bit of a dead end. That being the case, let's bond. Right, maybe we could try there. Would you like to go down to the surface with me, Laura? Oh, whatever for. If you're intent on polishing up your skills, then I think I know the place. It just might help you shake off any stagnation you're feeling. Very well, I can't say no to you. So, where's this place exactly? During the course of their intel mission, Veen and Laura stopped on a certain island. Why am I not surprised it's here? Brionia, the same place you settled things with Crow. I suppose this would make an ideal training spot. Yeah, and it's uninhabited too, so we don't have to worry about causing damage if we go all out. I've trained alone in the mountains before, but having a whole island to myself will be new. Group B went here back when we were students. I doubt anyone will find us here. It's perfect. Now, we should set up camp so we may begin. First, we'll need to establish a base camp, build a fire, and find a fresh water supply. Sounds good. Let's do it. Laura and Reed began their training trip. They weren't playing. They got the tent, getting the water supply. After pitching their tents, finding food and water didn't take long. Holy cow, look at that carp. With preparations finished, they were able to devote themselves to improving their skills. Both of them were used to training in the great outdoors. They moved across the island, alternating between individual practice and sparring matches. They started to lose track of time until eventually. Sheesh, I could have sworn the forecast said it would stay dry. Maybe this is another side effect of the Great Twilight. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Perhaps. Summer rains are always unpredictable. Let's give it some time. It may be over soon enough. Sure. Some time away to train was just what I needed. Concentrating on nothing but swinging my sword has done wonders for clearing my head. I thought this would be enough to overcome the uncertainty in my blade, though. Right. Is this about about your dad? Yes. At the time, I truly believed I would black out momentarily. I felt so powerless. It was as if the ground had been pulled out from under me. The idea that I was only a burden to Emma and Gaius, that I could not save you or Milliam, it was almost too much for me to bear. Laura. More than anything else, I despised myself for being so weak. Excuse what? This girl is far from weak. As an Arcade, my blade is meant to inspire and push others forward. But I was unable to do it. I couldn't even come close to my father's legacy. I knew how much Elisa and Eustace must have been suffering, but I couldn't do anything for them. Reen, I truly admire you for deciding to undergo the rivalries. Everyone in Class 7 is working so hard in their own way. Even Crow's breaking free from his own past. I'm surrounded by people with so much determination. I feel like I'm the only one who isn't doing enough. So much for being the Radiant Blade Master's daughter. Have I only been riding on the coattails of my father, renowned all this time? Am I truly that weak? When I consider this, I only want to run and hide from it all. This must be what it is causing my lack of resolve. Is that right? You know, Laura, you and I are really quite alike. Huh? When I was being held in the workshop, I spent so much time cursing my own weakness. Everything had gone so wrong, and it felt like it was all my fault. But unlike you, Reen. As a fellow practitioner of the blade, I've always kept a close eye on you and your skills. Somewhere along the way, I noticed something odd, but I couldn't quite place what it was. Until now, that is. What do you mean? You're searching for a place to die, aren't you? I know that Chancellor's heart beats in your chest, and that's what's keeping the curse of the Empire alive. However, you are not like Crow. Once you die, you will not come back. Therefore, I must ask, why are you giving up so easily? If you won't answer, then let me see if I'm correct in my guess. Is it because you can't forgive yourself? The curse spreading throughout the continent, Millium's death. You blame yourself for all of it. So now you feel like you don't deserve to live, and that dying will in some way help you atone. Am I right? Yeah, something like that. No, actually, it's exactly like that. What's the point in hiding it when you can read me like a book? Countless lives would be lost because of the war in the Great Twilight. None of this would be happening if I'd been stronger, if I'd realized what was going on sooner. I wouldn't say I'm trying to throw my life away. It's more like I'm looking for a way to make my death mean something. That's the best way I can put it. I thought so. This may sound strange, but I'm happy you told me. Now that I know what burdens you bear, my own issues seem pretty petty in comparison. Pretty. They seem pretty in comparison. There is a rage building up inside me that has cut through all the pain I was feeling from losing my father. I won't falter anymore. It's also clear to me now. Laura. Oh.
And that should speak for itself. I'm no different than Elisa or Emma. Though it may seem strange to hear me say it, I too have feelings like this, and when I'm with you, I can hardly contain them. The path of the sword has brought us together, and I'll do whatever I must in order to prevent that from changing.
Laura. Thank you. I feel a little better now. And here I was thinking this trip was about me cheering you up. I guess the best either of us can do is accept our mistakes and try to get on with our lives. Yes, but not only us. Why else do people band together and encourage growth in one another? I will endeavor to not let this weakness of mine hold me back. You must do the same. There may be others you wish to be with instead of me, but could we stay like this, just a little longer? Hell yeah! Of course. Wow, that was a pretty intense storm. But it looks like we'll be able to train some more now. Yes. Are you alright? Hey, don't tell me you're embarrassed now. What? Of course not. I'm just surprised I could be so bold. Anyway, it's time to focus. We came here to train, remember? I never knew Laura could be so cute. Alright. We'll train extra hard now to make up for lost time. We gotta get over our weaknesses and help each other grow, right? Indeed. Let's start. That was a nice bonding moment. I like that. Reed and Laura returned to camp for lunch, feeling refreshed and more relaxed than they had been in days. After another intense training session, they headed back to the ship. Oh, damn, we did. I wonder what that extra heart means. Alright, let's do one more save. Alright, Alphen, you're the last. Let's do it. Oh, wrong way. I should have known. Down here. What's with the flowers and suitcase, Your Highness? Oh, I'm just preparing myself is all. I was wondering if we could make a stop by Ulster, once the opportunity allows. I see, Prince Oliver's childhood hometown. A state funeral for the victims has already been performed in Heimdall. Their remains, however, were completely incinerated. Though the grave itself is quite extravagant, it's actually empty. No matter how I thought about it, I just couldn't picture my brother's soul lying rest there. I'd just like to go back to his old home just once to lay some flowers there. Your Highness. Well, it's just some personal whim of mine, really. We can talk more about it when the time is right. I should instead be thinking of what kind of contributions I can make for the ship, shouldn't I? Remember, I'm a member of the crew before I'm a princess. Don't hesitate to assign me any fair share of the work. Prince Oliver's childhood home, huh? Maybe I should pay my respects too. Let's do it. If you're up for it, Your Highness, I could have Valimar take us there. I'd like to go pay my respects to Prince Oliver as well. Reen. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Reen and Alphen took Valimar to a remote region in Erebonia. They went down to Ulster, taking care not to be conspicuous. I forget how much I like this soundtrack. We made it. Sorry for making you carry so much, Reen. Oh no, I'm glad I could help. And it's really not so much to carry, I assure you. But I think I can tell what this is just by the weight of it. Between that and what she was talking with Sandy about earlier. This is where Lenheim household was. This is where Oliver was born and raised. I've been wanting to make a visit, but it burned down before I could. You know, those of us in Class 7 actually did stop by, back during the Civil War. Yuna and the others told me about it, that lightning struck it a few months ago. Could that have been some kind of omen? Anyway, I'd like to offer some flowers and pay our respects. You see, this monument is... It's... Something the matter? Oh, someone's laid out a rose already. They must have had the same idea and got here before us. I think I know who. That black ribbon is used by the Arnor house in times of mourning. It must have been Cedric. Oh. What exactly is going through his mind? There's this, but what happened with the Crimson Wings in the first place? He thinks that he has a right to mourn Oliver. But I suppose the same could be said about me. Your Highness? I asked Emma and Selena about the rivalries, Reen. If you do wind up facing it off against Cedric, if you feel any pity or empathy for him, you must bury it, even if it's a matter of life or death. Your Highness. Reen, you've always been so gentle by nature. To be honest, if you do end up fighting Cedric, I worry that your kindness could cause you to hesitate, to prevent him from doing any more damage than he already has. Princess Alphen? I'm afraid I can't allow myself to do that. When it comes to Prince Cedric, I have Kurt to consider as well. But I have to think about you too. I'm not under the illusion that everything going forward will be anything but complicated. This is Prince Cedric that we're talking about, your twin brother, and the person closest to you in a lot of ways, Your Highness. What happens with the rivalries is not set in stone. I think that the best thing is for you to think about what you yourself would like to do. Once I know how I can help, I'll do anything and everything in my power to do so. Reen. I still have a lot to figure out, but things as they are, I think that Elise would just laugh. But it's true, with Father out of commission and with Mother being held captive, I must face Cedric in place of Oliver. Even simply as his only sister, I will think over matters carefully. I won't run away from this. That sounds like a good idea to me, Your Highness. Prince Cedric also offered flowers here. I think that act conveys a certain sentiment. Thanks, Reen. Alright, I actually have something I wanted to do here. You know that case I've been making you lug around? Oh, loot. I was almost sure that it was a loot. Is it? Yes, it is. A most beloved souvenir from Oliver's travels to Liberl. I've actually been taking the odd lesson here and there lately. I just might be able to hash my way through a song or two. According to Sandy, the mayor's out at the moment, so we're not pressed for time. Oh, that's good. The whole situation with the mayor sure is strange. Valimar's on standby, so I can't see a reason why we need to hurry. I'd be honored if you would play for me, Your Highness. I'm a little nervous, okay? Deep breath and... was pretty good. Sorry, Reen. I was able to play a little better earlier, I really was. Maybe the size is throwing me off. It really can make a big difference. I think this particular lute is a little big for most women. That was Amber Amore, right? Would you mind if I play a little too? Oh, that's right. At least mention you know how to play the lute. That explains why you were such a perfect lead guitar for your performance at the Academy Festival 2 years ago. I suppose so. My dad gave me some lessons growing up. I'm no virtuoso, but it's a pretty famous song, so maybe we can make our way through it. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This yearning passion tears my heart in twain. And the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us mirror this eternal love. That was lovely, Reen. Really lovely. You might even be better than Oliver. Thanks. But given how often he played this lute, I'd be surprised if that were the case. Hearing this song again really takes me back though. I used to listen to it a lot when I was little. It seems that Oliver's mother, it seems that Ariel really loved it. This song is how she expressed her feelings when she refused father's marriage proposal back when he was the crown prince. I really feel like I can imagine her performance from Oliver's eyes. I see. His Majesty the Emperor told me she refused his proposal. It looks like Oliver was filled with the same sentiment. I get the feeling that the basic ideas and emotions we have as people don't really change much from generation to generation. Mine as well. Huh? I think that we'll be finding out Elisa's whereabouts sooner rather than later. You're going to find her, Reen. Find her and bring her back. I think that fate has set this course. When someone is kind enough to assert that, it does make you focus in and face what lies ahead of you. That's exactly what I intend to do as well. This isn't the time to be reserved, right here in this situation. I'm sure that Oliver would be in total agreement if he were here, though my thoughts regarding Cedric here are less clear.
Reen, I'm in love with you.
God damn, Reen, you're just making magic happen everywhere, huh?
I have been ever since the day you rescued me. 2 years ago, on the Pantagruel. You may see me as nothing more than your sister's dearest friend, the Imperial Princess under whom you serve. But all I truly am deep down is a girl whose heart longs for you.
I think that our lovely performance charmed this out of me, Reen. And you don't need to give me an answer or anything, okay? I just wanted to share how I feel about you. I think that a lot of things might change for you when Elise is back. And once the real battle begins, I don't think that there will be any chances like this. Your Highness. Should we be heading back to the ship then? We still need to determine where Elise is. I actually think that I might be able to help Toa out. Reen and Alphen departed Ulster after giving their best to Sandy and others. They returned to the Merkaba on Valimar. The princess carried the loot case on the way back, saying that she could handle it on her own now. Reen getting all the ladies today, huh?